Welcome to Fantastic Vision. Please subscribe us before you watch today's video. In the field of technology, every move by international giants may trigger global attention. Recently, lithography giant ASML has made a significant change in its attitude toward China. It no longer explicitly opposes the US export controls to China, but instead stated that it will have no impact. What is the hidden meaning behind this change? What impact will it have on people? 1. What are the considerations behind ASML's change in attitude towards China? As a global leader in the field of lithography machines, every statement made by ASML attracts much attention. However, ASML's attitude toward China has changed significantly in recent days. After the introduction of a new round of US export control policies to China, ASML did not express its opposition as before. Instead, it said it was evaluating the possible impact of the new regulations, and stated that these restrictions would not change the company's demand for the global semiconductor industry. Expectations. What considerations does ASML have behind this change? First of all, ASML, as the leader in the global lithography machine market, has operations all over the world. However, the United States is not only one of ASML's important markets, but also an important supplier of its key components. If ASML strongly opposes US export control policies, it is likely to lose US market share, and even face the risk of supply chain disruption. This is undoubtedly a huge loss for ASML. Secondly, ASML also knows that in the global political and economic landscape, it is often difficult for companies to survive alone. There are complex political and economic considerations behind the US export control policy against China. As a commercial company, although ASML has its own interests, it has to face reality and make choices that are in its own interests. Finally, ASML is also seeking new market opportunities. Although the Chinese market is very important to ASML, ASML is also actively expanding into other markets to reduce its dependence on a single market. Therefore, when facing the US export control policy, ASML has enough confidence to say that it will not have any impact. 2. What impact will ASML's change in attitude towards China have on people? As a global leader in the field of lithography machines, ASML's business is closely related to people's lives. So, what impact will ASML's change in attitude towards China have on people? First of all, in the short term, ASML's change in attitude toward China may have a certain impact on the development of the domestic semiconductor industry. Lithography machines are one of the key equipment in the semiconductor manufacturing process. ASML, as a leading company in the field of lithography machines, the supply of its products directly affects the development of the semiconductor industry. If ASML is unable to provide lithography machines to domestic semiconductor companies due to US export control policies, the development of the domestic semiconductor industry may be subject to certain constraints. However, in the long run, ASML's change in attitude toward China may also prompt the domestic semiconductor industry to accelerate the pace of independent innovation. When facing external pressure and challenges, domestic semiconductor companies tend to more actively seek independent innovation and technological breakthroughs to enhance their core competitiveness and market share. Therefore, ASML's change in attitude toward China may become a catalyst for the domestic semiconductor industry to accelerate independent innovation. In addition, ASML's change in attitude towards China also reminds people to pay more attention to and support domestic technology products. In the global political and economic landscape, it is often difficult for companies to survive alone, and competition between countries is often reflected in the field of science and technology. Therefore, people should pay more attention to and support the development of domestic scientific and technological products, to enhance the country's overall scientific and technological strength and international competitiveness. 3. Inspiration from the ASML case. Independent innovation is the last word. The case of ASML's change of attitude towards China not only allows China to see the helplessness and choices of international giants in the face of complex political and economic landscapes, but also makes China deeply realize the importance of independent innovation. In the global science and technology field, independent innovation is the last word. Only by mastering core technologies can we remain invincible in global competition. The reason why ASML is able to occupy a leading position in the field of lithography machines is precisely because it has strong independent research and development capabilities and technical strength. If the domestic semiconductor industry wants to stand out in global competition, it must also accelerate the pace of independent innovation. Of course, independent innovation does not happen overnight. It requires long-term accumulation and investment, and the joint efforts of governments, enterprises and scientific research institutions. The government should increase its support for scientific and technological innovation, and provide more policy support and financial support to enterprises. Enterprises should increase investment in research and development, actively introduce and cultivate outstanding talents, and strive to overcome technical difficulties. Scientific research institutions should strengthen cooperation with enterprises and exchanges to jointly promote the transformation and application of scientific and technological achievements. At the same time, people should also actively participate in independent innovation. Contribute to the development of independent innovation by purchasing and using domestic technological products, and participating in technological innovation activities. Only with the joint efforts of the whole society can we promote the domestic semiconductor industry to accelerate the pace of independent innovation and achieve the goal of self-reliance in science and technology. The case of ASML's change of attitude towards China not only allows China to see the helplessness and choices of international giants in the face of complex political and economic landscapes, but also makes China deeply realize the importance of independent innovation. In the global science and technology field, independent innovation is the last word. Only by mastering core technologies can we remain invincible in global competition. At the same time, the ASML case also reminds people to pay more attention to and support the development of domestic technology products. In the global political and economic landscape, it is often difficult for companies to survive alone, and competition between countries is often reflected in the field of science and technology. Therefore, people should pay more attention to and support the development of domestic scientific and technological products, to enhance the country's overall scientific and technological strength and international competitiveness. Finally, China should also learn lessons and experience from the ASML case. When facing external pressure and challenges, China must remain calm and rational and seek options that are in its own interests. At the same time, China must also strengthen its confidence and determination in independent innovation and continuously improve its core competitiveness and market share. Only in this way can China remain invincible in global competition and achieve the goal of self-reliance in science and technology.